Hello and welcome to Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. So, today on Chef Carter's Cooking Corner, we are making banana scallops. It's actually a recipe from 1948 published by Chiquita Banana in a magazine. And I got this recipe idea from Yester Kitchen. I told her I was going to do it. So she said that I'd really enjoy it, and I did. So first thing you want to do is you take some crackers. I took like one package of crackers and I crushed them up. And I will have Yester Kitchen's link below and also the link to the recipe itself, the original recipe. But I took one pack of crackers, and these are like Toll House buttery uh, crackers, something like that. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker. All right, so I crushed them up very finely, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. I think the original recipe was like a tablespoon. Again, I kind of diverted from the original recipe. Um, But, you can do it my way or their way or find your own way. It's up to you. All right. So I got the salt mixed in there, and then I kind of noticed that there were still some pretty big sized pieces of crackers. So I went ahead and smashed them out. You could do this. You could use a rolling pin, whatever you need to smash it. I just used the jar, the lid side, because it was flat to kind of just, smash those crackers. It only took a couple minutes. All right, so now you want to cut your bananas into about ½ inch to 1 inch pieces. All right, and the recipe said you could use up to 6 bananas. I only did 2. All right, and then we want to take 1 egg and mix that up really well. And we're going to dip our banana pieces in the egg. And then once we get the banana covered with the egg, we will put them in with the cracker crumbs. All right. All right. And then once they're in there, you want to shake them up. You know, I was also being careful, like any extra egg, to make sure it dripped back into the bowl. All right. So then gently shake them in the bag to cover them. And then you want to have a preheated skillet uh, with oil that can take high heat. I use peanut oil, and once, like you put a wooden spoon in there, and it kind of forms bubbles, your oil is hot enough. The recipe said 375, and so you could use a thermometer if you want. I have one, but I figure most people, they really don't have access to that, so I just kind of showed you. For my stove, I had it on medium heat, and then I kind of moved it a little bit below medium because my skillet was getting really hot because cast iron skillets, which is what I used here, they really hold heat. All right, so I went ahead and put my bananas in here and let them start frying. So I kind of think they look like those marshmallows that are like coated with coconuts, with the toasted pieces of coconut. All right, so here I am turning them over. You want to be careful. I was being very careful not to knock any of my cracker coating off there, you know. All right, and so once you get them fried, and I have this on fast because we want to basically rinse and repeat until every banana is fried. Um, and then you move them to a plate lined with a paper towel. All right, and so man, these were really good. All right, so you see they're nice and golden. I move them over, and here they are. Don't they look beautiful? So I'm going to show you what they look like on the inside. And a note on the oil, I actually strained my oil using a funnel with a coffee filter. And I'll use that oil again later. And I stored it in a covered container in the refrigerator and use it within a week or so. All right, so you can see how it turned out here. Um, they're actually very soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. All right, and they're still steamy hot. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you a closer up view. All right, you can hear how crunchy they are, and look at all the steam coming off there. All right, so I took a bite, and I'm going to tell you, this is so good. You got it, it's crunchy on the outside and creamy in the middle. I could actually see this being used for both savory dishes and for sweet desserts because I could actually see this being like caramel sauce on the top, or chocolate sauce with a little scoop of ice cream. That would be so good. But then again, it would be good for savory dishes as well. And you want to use this up pretty quick because once it gets cool, the juices kind of seep out and it becomes a little mushy. Well, thank you for stopping by Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.